Good evening and welcome back to this week's broadcast with the latest news. I'm Haley Galaskis.
And I'm Maddie Shively. Do you want to help ensure a safe, supportive community while helping enforce university policies? Put in an application to become a residential assistant here on campus. You can submit your application and resume through Handshake by searching on-campus jobs on the shortcuts list on the right side of the main page. To apply, individuals must have finished the 2024 fall semester with a 2.5 GPA. Deadline to submit your applications and resumes will be on February 17th at 8 in the morning. This week, the Interfraternal Council held their Rush Week, which consisted of 2 events. On Monday, the fraternities got together to play each other in basketball at the Shipwreck. On Wednesday, fraternities got together with potential new members in the Red Zone at the Cub. These events were open to all members of university who are looking to join a fraternity. This gave potential new members a chance to meet members of each organization. This comes 1 week before each individual chapter gets a chance to hold their own Rush events. There will be plenty of flyers displayed throughout campus, so keep a lookout.
It's that time of year again for Campus Life's favorite bingo. Sexy Bingo is finally here and bigger than ever, according to the Activities Planning Board. There will be music, food, and free condoms, along with the numerous prizes you can win throughout the night. The event starts at 9 p.m. this Saturday, with doors opening at 8:30 p.m. Early arrival is highly suggested, so make sure to wear a cool outfit for a chance to be featured on APB's Instagram. The Shipwreck is holding yet another cornhole tournament this Friday. The event will take place at the Shipwreck starting at 3 p.m. Currently, there are 15 teams registered for the tournament. If you would like to join, signups are open until midnight tonight on imleagues.ship/edu. There will also be a handful of other events at the end of February to celebrate Rec Week, so make sure to keep your eyes peeled as we bring you more information in the coming weeks.
Chambersburg's annual Ice Fest was held this past weekend, providing fun for all ages. The streets were lined with ice sculptures ranging in everything from waffles to castles. Some local businesses took the opportunity to sponsor ice sculptures and hold activities for families such as crafts and hot chocolate. This event was also full of entertainment like fire dancing, open mic night, cake decorating contests, and free acting classes. And of course, there was plenty of food for festival goers to enjoy, from the local food trucks to restaurants.
When we come back, we learn more about the tragic plane crash that took place in Philly.
And we get a look at President Trump's cabinet picks.
Are you failing a class or don't know what you're doing? You're in luck. Shippensburg Primary Academic Resource Center is free to all SHIP students. The Student Success Center, also known as the Learning Center, is located on the first floor of Mowry Hall. The center provides a variety of services, including course-based tutoring, writing tutoring, and learning specialists. To schedule an in-person or Zoom appointment, visit the Student Success Center collaborative website, ship.campus.eab.com. I'm Will Nicholson with SUTV.
Here at Multicultural Student Affairs, we value every student. No matter your race or ethnicity, you are guaranteed a home here. MSA offers many resources: a place to study, a place to meditate, a place to socialize, or a safe place to communicate issues or talk with a faculty member. Come down to Gilbert Hall today and join our family. Our roots run deep. Why not grow together? This is a public service announcement from MSA.
Are you having a hard time focusing on your work? Why not check out the Ezra Lehman Memorial Library? The library has many resources like the IT desk on the main floor. For computer assistants, see the experts. Need to print in black and white or color? Don't worry, the library offers both options on different floors. You can use the bottom floor for group work and the top floor for when you need silence. Don't forget to stop by Starbucks. Check out library.ship.edu for more information. This is a public service announcement from SUTV.
It's time to take a trip around the globe with Jaden Pullman in this week's World News.
President Trump's cabinet confirmation hearings are in full swing as the Senate reviews key nominees. Among the most watched is Robert F. Kennedy Jr., nominated for Health and Human Services. Kennedy, known for his outspoken views on vaccine policies, defended his stance while assuring lawmakers of his commitment to public health initiatives. Meanwhile, Tulsi Gabbard, the pick for Director of National Intelligence, faced tough questioning regarding her past foreign policy positions. She emphasized her dedication to strengthening national security and intelligence operations. On the energy front, Chris Wright has been confirmed as Energy Secretary, with a focusing on expanding domestic energy production. Lee Zeldin has been approved to lead the Environmental Protection Agency, pledging to balance economic growth with environmental protections. And Doug Burgum, now confirmed as Interior Secretary, vowed to prioritize both conservative and responsible land use. With a narrow Republican majority, the Senate continues its deliberations as the confirmation process unfolds. Punxsutawney Phil has officially predicted 6 more weeks of winter. Gobbler's Knob not only had Phil predicting the weather, they also had pyrotechnics, fireworks, various guest bands, and Miss Pennsylvania doing some unexpected fire dancing. The most prominent guest, however, was Governor Josh Shapiro, taking stage and making a statement on the recent controversy around Punxsutawney Phil.
I don't know if you heard about this, 4 more years, but there's some folks who are coming for Phil. Yeah. There are some folks out there who say we should take this great tradition that stretches all the way back to the 1880s and get rid of Phil and replace him with a cake. That's their crazy idea. Hear me on this, Punxsutawney. If anybody comes for Phil, they're gonna have to go through me and all of you, am I right? Pennsylvania, happy Groundhog Day. Have an amazing day. I love you. Enjoy yourselves. Thank you.
This message he is sharing is in response to PETA contacting the Groundhog Club president Tom Dunkel late January. PETA offered to provide a giant vegan weather reveal cake if the club would retire Punxsutawney Phil and his family to a reputable wildlife sanctuary. The proposed cake would serve like a gender reveal. If the inside of the cake is blue, it would mean 6 more weeks of winter, whereas pink would signify an early spring. PETA has a petition on their website where over 57,000 people have supported this proposal. It is unknown what the Groundhog Club has planned with PETA, but if Governor Shapiro can provide any insight, it does not look like our groundhog will be going anywhere soon. On Tuesday, a ceasefire has been declared in the Democratic Republic of Congo amid the conflict in the city of Goma. Last week, fighters of the M23 rebel group have captured the majority of Gomo's, the DRC's largest eastern city. UN aid agencies have warned of a major humanitarian crisis. The city is experiencing shortages of food and water, along with hospitals being engulfed with casualties from the conflict. Goma is a vital trading and transport hub for the region, supplying high-demand materials such as gold and coltan. The allied rebel group stated the cause for the ceasefire as humanitarian reasons. The UN reported that nearly 3,000 people have been killed amid the fighting. Both the Congolese and the Rwandan president are scheduled to attend a regional peace summit this Friday. This past Friday, a jet rescue air ambulance plummeted from the sky minutes after takeoff from Philadelphia International Airport, leaving 24 bystanders injured and the 6 people on board dead, including Valentina Guzman Murillo, who was being transferred back to home in Mexico. The plane could be seen plummeting from the sky rapidly and seconds later, causing an explosive scene on the ground. Many people watched the fiery scene from outside their homes and from their cars. On Tuesday, the NTSB released images of the cockpit flight recorder, which was discovered 8 feet deep in the crater left in the aftermath of the crash on Cottonman Avenue. U.S. Transportation Secretary Sean Duffy said the plane did not have a data recorder, but investigators are hoping to retrieve flight data from the jet's ground proximity warning system. The aftermath is still being evaluated, but as of right now, 366 people have been directly affected by this tragedy. This has been Jaden Pullman with World News. Now back to Maddie and Haley at the desk.
When we come back, let's figure out if this winter weather is coming to an end. Stay tuned for more after this.
A lethal dose is in here. Who gets it, I won't know.
Scary that it can be put into anything and we can't even see it or notice it.
There's been another deadly shooting at a local elementary school. According to authorities, the suspect acquired the gun from a family member's home before using it to take the lives of innocent children and teachers.
Store your gun securely, locked, unloaded, and away from ammo.
You can talk to me if you're feeling sad.
Thanks for hearing me out, bro.
Whenever you need to talk, I'm here, okay?
There's only one thing that will save somebody's life, and that is naloxone nasal spray. Get 911 on the phone, get the emergency responses there on their way.
The impact of a meal goes well beyond feeding our bodies. Because when people are fed, futures are nourished. Everyone deserves to live a full life. And with your help, together we can end hunger. Join the movement at feedingamerica.org/actnow.
Haley, I've got to be so honest with you. I am so glad to have gotten a break from classes this week, thanks to the ice on the roads.
Yeah, I gotta say, I mean, I love the extra sleep that I got today, but I'm kind of over the ice and the snow. I've had enough. I need spring to be here yesterday.
I definitely second that. Let's send it over to Caroline Cooper for this week's weather.
I totally agree with you guys. Shippensburg University and other surrounding areas enjoyed a relaxing snow day today. I don't know about you, but I surely needed it. Today we woke up to clouds and light snow covering, but the clouds shied away in the afternoon. We had a high of 31 degrees, and then going into tomorrow night, we'll have a pretty mild day with a high of 42. We will have partly cloudy weather. We'll have a little bit of sunshine coming in through the day, but our temperatures will be dropping as we look into the weekend. We'll be expecting a winter storm, so make sure to keep a close eye on the forecast. As for the 7-day forecast, Saturday we will be expecting temperatures to be dropping with periods of snow and sleet in the afternoon. Looking into Sunday, we will have the temperatures warm up again, but make sure to be careful as there was little accumulation from Saturday, so into Sunday we'll be having some slippery surfaces. For Super Bowl Sunday, looking into Monday, we'll have our temperatures warming up again with a high of 39 and a high of 36 with partly cloudy weather. For Tuesday, the temperatures will be dropping back down as we're expecting snow again. But as for Wednesday into Thursday, we'll be seeing the temperatures come back up, and we'll have light cloud coverage as well. So overall, we will be having a chilly week, so make sure to dress with warm layers, as not just for the temperatures, but for the wind chills as well. That's all I have for you this week. Now over to entertainment with Lex.
Yo, camping buddy. Okay, you guys ready?
Dude, I thought you were driving.
I thought you were driving.
Oh, I never said I was driving. I definitely can't drive.
Okay.
If you're high, just don't drive. It's illegal everywhere. If you feel different, you drive different.
Ship men and women's basketball were back in action at Highs Field House last night for a doubleheader against Millersville, and SUTV was there for the games. Starting with the women's game, things did not go exactly the Raiders' way on Wednesday night. Abby Johns led the team in scoring on the night with 8 points while shooting 2 threes. Senior Abby Miller also led the team in rebounds on the night with 7 boards. The Raiders lost the game 61-29. The men's game was a bit more of a closer game, with the Raiders losing a thriller 91-89. Donovan Hill led the team with scoring with 25 points with 15 boards as well. Marcus Frank also added 20 points to the score sheet as well on 7 of 15 shooting. Both teams will be back in action at home on Saturday. Catch our stream for live coverage. The Ship wrestling team lost big Tuesday night to number 18 ranked Pitt Johnstown. A couple of wrestlers put up big performances like redshirt sophomore Mike Traynor and graduate Nick Delp. Traynor, the number 5 ranked 149-pounder in the region, won a close decision match against number 4 ranked Chad Ozuis from UPJ. Delp, the 6th ranked 165-pounder in the region, put up a big decision against UPJ's Gavin Beck. The Raiders are back home tonight for PSAC duel against East Stroudsburg. The past weekend, Ship's men and women's indoor track team were back at Bucknell for another meet. Starting with the women, Allison Richwine won the high jump on Saturday with a jump of 5 feet 4.5 inches. That is the 3rd time in the last 4 meets that she has cleared that height, with her PR being a height of 5 feet 5 inches. And other notable performances included Emily Kalmia, Alyssa Wirt, and Madison Malcolm, who all came with a few tenths of a second of their season best in the Open 400. As for the men, there were a couple notable performances as well over the weekend. Ian Sherlock raced Saturday and won the 800 meters with a strong time of 1 minute and 55 seconds. That puts him second in the PSAC rankings. Tommy Crum Jr. won the 3K on Saturday and establishes his conference qualifier. Both teams will be back in action on Saturday at Susquehanna. Men and women swimming was back in the pool Saturday for a meet in Bucknell, so see how the Raiders fared in the water on Saturday. For the women, graduate Laurel Gingrich paced the Raiders in 4 events: the 200-yard and the 100-yard free, the 100-yard butterfly, and the 50-yard freestyle. Freshman Olivia Carver led Shippensburg in 2 events, the 400-yard and the 200-yard freestyle. As for the men, there were some impressive results despite them not counting towards standings. The highlight of the meet was the 200-yard butterfly for Shippensburg. Carter Hawks, who got ahead of the pace needed to achieve the PSAC qualifying standard in the event. With Hawks qualifying, every Raider on the roster has qualified for the PSAC championships. The PSAC championships will be from February 17th to February 20th. This past Sunday, Sports World was left in shock with potentially one of the biggest trades of all time went down between the NBA's Dallas Mavericks and the Los Angeles Lakers. Initially reported by NBA insider and ESPN correspondent Shams Charania, the Dallas Mavericks would send multiple-time All-NBA first-team guard Luka Doncic, as well as forward Maxi Kleber and Markieff Morris to the Los Angeles Lakers in exchange for Anthony Davis, Max Christie, and a 2029 first-round pick and a 3-team deal involving the Utah Jazz. The reasoning? The Mavericks general manager and president of basketball operations, Nico Harrison, gave ESPN behind this decision. He said, quote, "We feel that defense wins championships." Quote, "In wake of the trade, the Dallas Mavericks are also offering refunds for people who have canceled their season tickets after the trade." That's all for sports this week. I'm Walker Stutz. Now back to Maddie and Haley at the desk.
Seems like a very exciting week in the sports world.
Agreed.
Yeah, I don't know about you, but I was glued to my TV when I watched the Grammy Awards this week. Let's toss it over to Lex with this week's entertainment.
Marvel has an exciting year ahead of them with numerous projects set to release. One of the biggest movies of the year is projected to be The Fantastic Four: First Steps. The film is set to be released on July 25th. The cast is carrying some serious star power, including Pedro Pascal, Vanessa Kirby, and Joseph Quinn. This movie will be the first slated to release in Phase 6 of the MCU. Multiple storylines are expected to blossom from this movie. You do not want to miss it. Netflix has released an official poster teasing the highly anticipated third season of Squid Game. The final season is set to premiere June 27th on Netflix, and after the cliffhanger season 2 left out on, fans are on the edge of their seats to see how this game will end. Viewers from all over the world can't wait to see the conclusion to one of the beloved shows in recent memory. The Grammys took place this Sunday. With more on the biggest moments, let's hear what SUTV's Maddie Shively has to report.
Stars studded the red carpet in Los Angeles in anticipation of the 67th Annual Grammy Awards, as nominees hope to take home a coveted Gramophone Award by the end of the evening. Beyoncé took home 3 Grammys on Sunday night, including the highly coveted Album of the Year award for her country album, Cowboy Carter. This extended her record career total to 35 Grammy Awards. The night was filled with first-time nominees as well, including breakout artist Sabrina Carpenter, who took home awards for Best Pop Solo Album and Best Pop Solo Performance. Other first-time winners included Doechii, who took home the award for Best Rap Album, becoming the 3rd woman in history to do so. Kendrick Lamar won 5 Grammys, including Record and Song of the Year for his song Not Like Us. Artists drew attention to social issues as well, as Global Impact Award recipient Alicia Keys praised the diversity of voices.
DEI is not a threat, it's a gift.
And Best New Artist winner Chappell Roan wished that record labels
would offer a livable wage and healthcare, especially to developing artists.
And before the evening ended, host Trevor Noah announced viewers had contributed more than $7 million to LA fire relief. For SUTV News, I'm Maddie Shively.
Actress Carlos Sofia Gascon won't be dropping out of the Oscars despite controversy over her past social media statements. Gascon is nominated for Best Actress in the movie Emilia Perez. The issue started when a journalist shared screenshots of social media posts from Gascon that were critical of Muslim culture, the Oscars, and the death of George Floyd. Gascon, the first transgender actress to get an Oscar nod, has deactivated her X account after backlash erupted from her past posts. In a recent interview, Gascon apologized for the post. It has been announced this week that Netflix is removing Gascon from the Emilia Perez Oscar campaign. Exciting news for Season 2 of The Last of Us. New images have been released from the upcoming season. We get new looks at Jesse, played by young Mazzino, as well as members from the fictional community of Jackson. We also got a new look of Abby, played by Caitlin Dever, as well as first look at the rest of her crew. Season 2 will be released in April. New episodes will be streaming weekly on Max. Season 2 will raise the stakes from the first season. Viewers can expect this season to be more dramatic, enticing, and violent. You won't want to miss this exciting adaptation of one of the best video games in recent years. This has been Lex Boyd with a full sea of entertainment news. And now back to Haley and Maddie at the desk.
Thanks, Lex. Coming up next, we have a sweet story on the rising population of an endangered species.
Stay tuned after this.
I don't remember how it started.
Go to that.
Our back and forth. It always came back.
Dad!
You probably don't remember what you told me,
That was perfect.
but I heard every word.
An international zoo has had quite the turn of events lately regarding one of their most protected species. The London Zoo is experiencing a baby boom with the addition of 33 froglets from an endangered species. The zoo transported a group of male Darwin's frogs 7,000 miles in a bid to save their species from extinction. That's right, male frogs. Females lay the eggs, but unique among amphibians, male Darwin frogs carry and brood the tadpoles until they're ready to be born. They carry the tiny tadpoles inside their vocal sacs to protect them until they become froglets. The dad then spits out between 3 and 7 froglets. The species is originally from a remote part of an island off the coast of Chile. A deadly fungus is threatening the frogs. Conservationists hope the population can eventually be reintroduced back to Chile once the fungus is under control.
I was excited to see the cute little frogs, but I saw that like moving around in the vocal sac, and I didn't know how to feel about that, but I'm glad those little guys aren't going away. Anyways.
I'm glad I'm not giving birth to babies out of my vocal cords.
Yeah, I hear you there. Thank you for spending your evening with us here at SUTV. I'm Maddie Shively.
And I'm Haley Galaskis. Join us next week for the latest news on and off campus. Be sure to follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at SUTV News, and check out our website, sutvnews.org.
Thank you, and have a good night.